important because this is something I came up with actually so people can realize and have a visualization of where we are for real, opposed to I'm pro-black, I support black people. But now we can find out if you really support black people. And it won't be a deal embarrassment, just you keep to yourself and let us know what the numbers are. Without, we won't be asking who you shop with and everything. Violation is not about actually putting anybody down, we're about helping our people stand. So let's get started and wait to do that so people come in and we're going to get started. And what we're going to do is open up with a short prayer and like I normally do Zoom conference call, and then we're going to get right to it. It's an open forum, so if you have questions, please do not be embarrassed to ask questions. I never understood when people go to class and they're scared to ask questions. You go to class, everybody else in that class, you have to find out the exact same thing you do. So if you're going to math or biology or whatever, you're going to class to learn. So our job is to educate and teach our people to do better. But if you don't ask questions, I don't know who you are. And our job is to do everything we can to help. But you have to help us help you. Okay. So soon as she gets signed up, matter of fact, you don't mind if everybody gets free for a quick minute. Everybody free for a quick minute, I'm going to go ahead and get prayer so we can start. Let's go to our Father in prayer. Father God, my name again for another blessed day. Please continue to bless us as we strive to be decent order, everything we can to help our people grow and become more self-sufficient, most possible professional in Christ like that. Continue to bless us that food we nourish, help us spiritually as well as physically for our body, Father. Continue to bless our meeting, everything we do to help our people grow and become more self-sufficient, stand on our own feet. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. I want to thank you all, first of all, everybody for coming. My name is Jared. I was talking about, I said, they always talking about brother was crazy enough to name his first son after me, called Derek A. So I was surprised, he didn't tell me until he was actually born and said, well, meet your other half. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about what his wife was over there. He said, no, listen, we named him Derek, talking about it all. Shit is like that. So, don't think I'm ugly because I said Derek L. It's just I got used to saying that because when I'm around family, it's Derek L. and Derek A. Now I have to call him like Super D or Little D. Now if you got a young man, I can call him a D. So I have to keep that separate. I appreciate you all coming. We actually videotaping this. One of our sponsors is C.W. Whitaker, is actually taking care of that for us. He's the one that's actually helping us put this together along with our new sales director. We will go over there in the corner, we're going to make that job, put it together, you can see our shirts on. This is our new cryptocurrency coin. When I say our, I mean black. I mean, it's made for us. Not only for us to purchase, but also for us to buy and to invest. So we can go over there as well. Everybody should have one of these forms. On the form you will actually see for validation, net buying grade text. Now, you'll see on that says black people's spending power. A lot of people want to ask this place, well, we don't have enough. We don't have enough money to buy things. So I want to make sure that everybody understands what I do is about facts and figures. I love my people and I do this for a living. Been in business 35 years, matter of fact, I started my business here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's where I met CW and other black people over the years. For over 35 years, I've been working, doing a lot of things for large corporations, Gilder International Outport, Texas Instruments, World Cup, when they came here years ago. So I've done a lot of contracts with a lot of white companies, and I said, you know what I do for them, I can do for us. So about 15 years ago, I started Rhinos Nation. Rhinos Nation is for one main purpose, to help black people and black businesses to strive to become what? More self-sufficient where we stand on our own 2 feet. Now, you never hear me say that I dislike or people, I dislike whites, Asians, Hispanics, or whatever. It's not about that. Every other race but black people, for some strange reason in this country, feel bad when they say we're doing something for us. There's no other race in this country that ever said they feel bad for helping themselves. You'll never hear a Spanish say, well, I feel bad for helping my brothers and sisters. You never hear white people say, well, I feel bad for helping my white brothers and sisters.
We the only one who carry that deal in our head for some sick, mentally disturbed reason. And we want to make sure we get ready. For us to get better, we have to know facts. So I tell you all the time, I used to have business meetings. I always come to my meeting with steel toe shoes, why I'm always professional, always encouraging, and I'm always going to be direct, but I'm going to make sure I get the point across and do it as professional as possible. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it, the good, the bad, or the ugly. Right now, can anybody tell me how many, except for you before they was in the meeting last night, how many black people that live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now? Anybody? Show of hands. How many black residents we got in the DFW, Texas area? So you'll be surprised when I tell you we got over 1 million black people. Okay? Make sure you understand it. We have 1 million black people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's up.
So they will be the whole DFW.
Excuse me, sir. 1 million black residents in the DFW area. Okay? When people say that we don't have enough to do anything, I'm going to give you facts and figures to debunk that. And if I'm wrong, I tell you all the time, don't take my word for it. Do your research, crunch your numbers, and if I'm wrong, I got no problem. She don't till I go back and say, okay, I was wrong, then do it right. It's not about me trying to look like I'm better than anybody else. It's about us help. We call it Rhinos Nation. We call it the Dairy Nation. We call it the Dairy Club, the Dairy Company. It's not about me. It's about when I'm long gone, we have a system in place that's actually combating the system they have in place since slavery. See, it wasn't about white folks once they left, or the white elites or so-called elite folks when they left. When they got off, they have a system. See, that's why we lose all the time. We have individual people. Like when they just did voting, we vote on individual people, we don't vote on politics. So when that person dies off, what happened to that day? It died with them. When King got off, even though he had a following, when King got off, all that stuff we talking about the dream and everything, what happened to all that stuff? It went away with it. Even though he had it got. Because he didn't have a system. Now people gonna say, don't say that about it. It's nothing, I ain't knocking King. That's the thing I disagree with him greatly. Like when they did the sit-ins at the Woolworth storefronts and things, they had sit-ins, I was totally against that because that was you going to white establishments and begging them to serve you. Now, how many of you all right now go to anybody's house? Let's not even talk about it. You go to somebody's house that you know hate your guts and let them prepare your food for you. Not see them prepare your food. Get there, and then they present the food to you, and you eat it. And while you eat the food, they call you all out your name, M's and D's and H's and everything else. How many of us shorthand will go to that place right now and eat? Because when we leave here, when we gone at 8 o'clock, how many of you will tell you right now you go to the worst neighbor's house and they're going to feed you? How many are going to eat? If we pay, you're still going to eat. If you pay, are you still going to eat? I hit a real bad problem. Again, through the bad system. I don't have a problem with it being self-sufficient, but I don't believe in begging somebody to treat you with respect. And then you pay them to treat you like crap, and then you're going to actually eat the food and do this. I'm back in cooking the food for you. I'm calling all kinds of stuff, but I'm fixing you up a special meal back here. But you won't know what's in that food until I bring it to you. Are we that crazy, that we need to eat something from somebody that don't even like us? When we have some of the best cooks ever on the planet that have been in this country since we got here, before they got here. And matter of fact, most of the time we're going to eat, we want to go to our restaurants anyway. They're not that critical cooks. So why would we go somewhere where we know these folks don't like it or love it, and we eat that food that was nasty anyway, and then we're going to eat that food and we know what they're putting in it. We have to have more respect for ourselves. I'm not knocking King. He tried to realize before he died, he said, I ain't a bad system. You can listen to his speech. I was saying that they were wrong. I want y'all to get with these folks and hold hands with little white girls and boys. They didn't want to hold our hand. So before he died, he came to Memphis. He said, I need you all to go downtown and demand our money. He didn't say respect. He said, demand our money. They owe us. You You never heard King say that out loud? He got what mattered. He's the kind of stuff you were saying, well, you was right. The stuff I was saying, I was trying to do the nice thing, but that didn't work. These folks hate us. You can be nice to people all day long, but they hate you. It don't make no difference. So we're not trying to be nice and negative or anything else to them. I don't give a rap behind what they do, long they leave us alone. I'm pro-black, but I'm not negative to anybody else. Stupidity and racism. Stupidity, when black folks do stuff that hurts us as a whole, and I'm talking about it, you know, because we got those folks that like to be the house anymore. They would do anything they can not to cut us down and just to get a pat on the back and be approved by them. I'm not looking for those people on my team. I'm not looking for those people that hate white folks. I'm not looking for those people that hate Jews and Hispanics. I'm not looking for anybody that hate anybody. I'm looking for people that love us. I'm looking for black people that want to do more for them black business. Now that we know there's 1 million black people, let me tell you why that's important. That's just in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Now, real quick, we're going to Houston, they didn't get the numbers for me. How many white people are residents in the Houston, Texas area?
2 million. 2.5.
He said in the Houston, Texas area, black, he said 2.5. Anybody else? 3 million plus black people in the Houston, Texas area. Now they like to say, when you look at the census, they'll be like, Houston is just a smaller part. They don't count all those surrounding cities like Dallas. They don't count Fort Worth. They don't count Irving. They don't count Arlington. They don't count Carroll. They don't count Oak Cliff because y'all not Dallas. So you look at the census, you got to do your research and say, okay, let's look at the surrounding areas. That's why I said DFW. Dallas Fort Worth area has over 1 million blacks. The Houston, Texas area has over 3 million. That's 4 million total people. Why are we so?
And why we don't have a bank?
We're going to get to that because that's important as well. We used to have black banks all over the United States years ago, but we stopped shopping with them because why? We actually believed in that we need to go to them so they can accept us. And while we were doing it, we were so hungry to do it, we forgot all about the black business owners that was over here that cared and loved for us and supported our communities and out there. See, we wanted to be separated so bad and turn our back on the black folks that was part of our families and people that helped our community because we didn't have any white stores that day. Anybody understand the word redlining? Redlining was when they actually used a map, took the map and said, and took a red magic mark pen and circled this area and said, this is where we're going to put the black folks. And we put the black people there, they're going to get banks. We won't actually put grocery stores there. We're not going to put it in malls there. We're not going to put it anywhere where they can get their own food. This is called redlining. They did this stuff on purpose. You ought to understand the game we're in. This is part of their system. See, we're trying to fight individuals. So, well, I don't like Trump. Trump is part of the system. For those that don't like me, I'm not trying to get you political there, but I'm giving you facts. It ain't about Trump. It's about the system that Trump represents. He's just one of the puppet masters that's in the place. They don't even replace one another. It don't matter. And y'all get carried away with the game they play. Democrats, Republicans. Anybody heard this saying? Same bird, different feathers. Same bird, same bird. Same different feathers, the same bird. The system is still part of it. The judicial system, the education, the family, the mortgages, all that is part of the system. Like Jim just said, well, we don't have black banks. Why? Because we want to get away from the black banks so bad. Not that we want to get away from them, we want to be accepted by the white people. Can I please get a loan? Man, we don't know, we ain't get no loan. How many black folks really get loans to this day? They get losing the loan. And then you do get a loan, you heard that thing called, they actually give us more interest rates, charging more interest rate. Even if you got a better credit score, which is part of another part of the system, you got a better credit score than your counterpart, he likes his counterparts and white folks, than you have in white people, they will still get a better loan than you. You can be an educated, super smart, successful system, and the white guy come around and sit right beside you, no education, drop out from high school, and get a better loan than you. That's the system. It ain't about the person sitting behind the counter that's doing it. he knows the system before he got the job. So we have to create a system. It's not about Gary Tucker. It's not about CW. It's not about any of our individuals on there. We're building a system for Rhinos Nation. So we want you all to understand, when you look at this, don't worry, I need to talk to the president. I need to talk to one of the board members. No, we're doing this so it's a system. We make sure that we have a deal on there where you can put in the information, so if we have something, we like to brainstorm. We have a meeting every Thursday afternoon, or Thursday really evening, at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. That's for all of you all and anybody else that want to come in and ask us questions. We do a forum where we have an open forum and we talk about the different things we're actually doing to help our people, including our youth and our elderly as well. We have a youth program in place right now called Young Rhinos, where we actually help train black students before they graduate out of high school, before they get a cap and gown, to start their own business. And we do that 100% for free. We get ready now to teach you investments and finance for free. We don't want to charge our children a dime. We want to do everything we can to get them become a lot better than we can. Our parents passed down or passed the torch to us. We should do an even better job of passing it to our children. And we have faith. And let me read real quick. They said no that I just got this past weekend. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I started a business here like 34 years ago in Dallas. They just had, I think it was just last weekend, a block party. And in our days of block party coming up, when we did block party, we did things that actually support the group, the community, and things like that. It was something we wanted to put a new park in. We were getting new schools coming in. We were getting something that was going to bring the community up. That's why we had block party. All politicians came, and they wanted to get people out so they could talk to them about certain things. But there was always something positive. If you got together, 200 to 300 of them before time, got together and decided they were going to have a block party during the daytime, where they went out and had they cameras on their phone. And they were taking pictures of themselves standing on cars and all around the car, 200 to 300 of them, with automatic rifles.
In Memphis?
Memphis, Tennessee, in a place called Orange Mountain, which is
Orange Mountain?
Orange Mountain. Now, Memphis, to get you now, is a predominantly black city. It has over 600,000 black people. 200 to 300 of them got together and said they were going to do a block party with a lot of music, y'all know, automatic guns, AK-47, whatever it is, with plenty of ammunition, strong alcohol, money, and they thought it was not going to be a problem. When you can't go to a club or a dance, accidentally step on somebody's tennis shoes and they want to fight. So you thought it was a smart, intelligent idea to go and get 200 to 300 of y'all with guns, hounding them up in the air so everybody can see it. Got alcohol, you drink it, you young, and then you got a gun, an automatic gun where you can shoot 20, 30 bullets almost a second or even more. And you thought that was a brilliant, great idea for black people to do that. See, the simple thing about it, we don't have to do nothing for them folks. Just let them have it. They seeing out, not the parts that used to be. They love seeing us do stupid things. And people say, well, Tucker, how can you say it was stupid? You tell me that was intelligent. Let's say 2 plus 2 always equal 4. When it don't equal 4, that's not intelligent, that's stupid. If you know basic math, now if you don't know basic math, you come to have to get educated so you can learn what it is. Do I need to tell you that was a bad idea? I tell my children when they were growing up, son, daughter, you take this 5 minutes. Think about the worst case scenario. If this happened, how bad can it get? Don't think about the nickel and dime of it. Think about if it's the worst case scenario. I want you to think for 5 minutes, okay, Dad, if I do this, if the worst thing happened, it'll do this. I will end up paying, or it will end up hurting somebody, or it will end up someone dead, or I end up getting killed, or I go to jail. Think of the worst case scenario. So if you think it's good to go in there and rob a store, what's the worst case scenario? You think of over there doing a snatch and grab, what's the worst case scenario? You think of going out and drinking with your friends and drinking and driving, what's the worst case scenario? If our children think about that, the worst case scenario, something they might want to stand back and say, you know what, I'm sorry, but it ain't worth my time. I don't want to hurt my mom. I want to disappoint my dad. I want to be alive. I don't want to go to jail. You know, these are the things you should be putting in your head. So, you know what, hold on. Before we do this, Paul, let me think of what the worst case scenario. If I run with you tonight and we get to die, what the worst thing we can do? We can kill somebody and they kill us. We can kill a newborn baby. We can kill a woman that's afraid. I'm sorry we won't pay. I'm not doing it. That's what we need to teach in our children. But we need to set a better example. So that's why I'm glad we have the most adult, because we are supposed to be the leaders that actually pass down information that our children pass to us. We dropped that ball. Again, you know what I told you? I'm not about sugarcoat. It's not about negative because we part of the thing. I want everybody to begin for a quick minute. I want you to look at the form that I gave you, because this is how we're going to have to make sure we understand that we're not just doing our heartstrings. We want you to actually put out realistic estimate numbers of what you are. So I did an example at the front when you said community reinvestment program. This is where we actually have right now at Rhinos Nation on our website. And I'll give you the business card so you can see it at rhinosnation.com. So on the front you'll see working to reach what? 7%. Now, here's the key thing before we get started. Out of all the people, we got how many black people in this country? Roughly. How many black people in this country?
Huh?
How many black people
In this
country?
2.5 million.
Not even close. You got more than 2.5 million. 45 million black people. I want y'all to understand, again, what I said, we're about facts and figures, not about how I feel today, or I wasn't feeling good, so that didn't work for me. 45 million. I want y'all to make sure y'all understand numbers. Again, I work like I want. These things are important. You're gonna be a system. You gotta have it in place where you understand the rules and the guidelines. You don't understand the rules to a play or a game, you're going to lose all day. All day. If you were playing football and you didn't have on the right equipment, you came out there with a tent outfit on, and you were playing professional football, soon you lined up, everybody looked at you and said, that woman dead before she walked out on the field. Why? She don't understand the rules. She don't even have on the right equipment. The Baltimore Ravens defense is number one in the world. They're going to kill the first place. She got no shot to go for a quarter. We don't even think about that. The first place she did. She got 0 chance. You don't understand the rules, you die. You don't understand the rules when you go to get a bank, get a loan. If you don't understand what you need to walk in there the first day, what you need to have on the paperwork, you don't understand the 3 C's, you lose. You got no shot. You walk in there and say, well, I'm a startup business. Take don't do startup loans. That's a rare thing. You better know Paul and see that he's writing a loan, because if you walk in as a startup, you got 0 chance of getting that loan. None. That's the rule. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't care about your credit score. You got a new business. We don't do startups, sir. That's the system. How many right now know that they got a thing that you actually have to, they pay for you to go to jail?
So what?
They pay for people to go to jail. Like a hotel. Did you also know they got a contract with the country, the government, to fill those jails? Y'all didn't know that. They got a contract, they're like the hotel. Just like the hotel. If the hotel's not full, they don't charge the government. But if the jail's not full, they got a contract with the government. If these jails are not filled, y'all gonna pay us for those jails not being filled. They don't care about you committing crime. They want to fill those jails. It's a paid prison system. That's what it's called. It's been going for a few years. So again, let's make sure we understand everything. We got to work against what? Not each other. Not just white people. Not just Spanish. It's a system in place that we got to do that. Rhinos Nation is building a system. Not about Derek Tucker. It's not about our board. It's not about our advisory members. It's a system. We can't. When we leave and die, we take everything we have with us and we don't put this in the system. You may never heard this, but somebody anybody here ever wrote a book before? A book. First thing they tell you is to write it. You got a lot of knowledge, what? Write a book. Why? Because if you don't, you're going to take that with you to the grave. What? That's why people put it in writing. Because they want their system. And they do what they call a 20-year plan. You don't understand that? They have a 20-year plan. They don't do things by accident. They didn't create a system of slavery by accident. They didn't create red line by accident. It is a system that's put in there. Every year they go in and put in a number. You extend it for 20 years. Y'all out here playing and thinking that we all here just voting somebody in, and John, Bob, and Tom, and all them folks gonna make a difference if we don't vote them in. It don't make a difference who we vote in. They got a system in place for us. They ain't doing it by accident. We combat it with our system. So let's get back to where we are. I want to make sure we got the real numbers up. Y'all don't understand the numbers. We're wasting our time. All right, so we got 45 million black people in this whole country. We're trying to get to 70%. It's going to take that. I'm going to be long gone before we ever get close to 76%. So you understand? Now about that talk. We put a system together to combat their system. And that's why I don't have a problem with white people. Because all white people don't even know the system. They don't understand that they're being played as well. They don't understand that black folks didn't create a deal called poor white trash. I know we all heard about it before. If you haven't, it's been going a long time ago. Black people didn't create that. That was done by the system. So the puppet master is scared. You got the poor whites over here. You got the blacks over here. And the other minorities over here. We're going to put this out here like a puppet master. And we're going to dangle around and let them fight each other. And while they fell and killing each other, because they named eugenics. You better heard of eugenics. They completely trying to wipe out a whole race of people. That's eugenics. Read up on it. The white lady over here years ago talked to folks over in Russia about eugenics. About completely wiping black folks off the planet.
And they still working on it.
System that they began years ago. It didn't die with her. King died, his whole dream didn't work. This lady died, they still got it going. They put the dog on what? What's the deal they got when they got these people have abortion centers? They don't put them in the white communities. If you ever drive in the white community, y'all have to get here. What's the guy's name? You do the whitewash. The bulletin board. See, Doug, what's the guy's name? You do the billboards all the time? John Wiley Price. John Wiley Price, I love his enthusiasm. I love his ideals. He was a little wrong for me at times, but I ain't knocked up because everybody, it ain't about me. It ain't about all liking everything John does. I met John, talked to John several times when I first got here. Matter of fact, it's so bad that he called me do a little job, John Wiley Price. I was like, whoa. Don't disrespect to John, but we and John are the same. But I ain't picking up on that board. I'm actually John just on a billboard, and that thing, it's a long way up, so they got the little lines on the side. He get up there with the paint and start whitewashing the black. John, I was serious about my community. John get up there and he go all out. I ain't doing all that. You ain't ever seen me on no bulletin board out there like, yo, is that Chuck up there? I can guarantee you this, there ain't Chuck up there. And John, I took my hand to John. John's a bad man. Like I said, he'll go a little further than I would. John did it because he loved black people. He was whitewashing boys because they would put boys in black community, they wouldn't put in white community. You ever want to go to a white community, you know what you would never see? Alcohol, tobacco, billboard in dominant white, high-level communities. You won't see it. So you won't even find billboards there. You won't even find liquor stores there. They got everything they call what? Dry community. You ever seen the dry community in the black community? You ever seen the way it says dry area in a black community? No. They wanted to have the alcohol. They wanted to have the cigarettes. Because that stuff is poison to our system. And all alcohol, wine, ain't a bad thing. But that ain't what they sell. They sell the hard stuff. They wanted to smoke, even though they got the deal on the side of the label now on cigarette. We'll kill you, poison to your head. We still smoke a cigarette. Now here's the thing. Now they got athletes out there promoting all the stupid stuff that they can't get in a billboard, so they get the best pro athletes out there, and they all on out. Man, you need to buy my cognac. Man, you need to buy my such and such. Man, you need to buy this alcohol. I got my own cigars. Okay, so the cigar, that smoke is not as dangerous as a cigarette. Really? Are we that stupid? See, there's a difference. I had this conversation with a black lady before. She said, Tucker, what the company was doing? I don't say always they say call them stupid. I say sometimes
That's what it is.
stupid. I try to be respectful all the time, so I try to act the curve a little bit. So I know when I talk to the general public, I gotta be careful because we gotta treat a lot of our general public like we're kid gloves. Because if I say the wrong thing, somebody get offended. I told one lady I called her a queen, and she was really offended by that. Because I'd rather call you a queen than age you up, you know. But she said, that ain't my name. I don't know your name. I just say, hello, queen. Why are you offended? See, we get mad at stuff that's not wrong. I'm a decent brother. I'm holding the door open for you. So your best thing, instead of saying thank you, and I say, hello, calling a queen, you offended because I said queen. Ma'am, I don't know your name. I'm not trying to get to know you. I have respect. I already call you a queen or B-O-H. But you okay with that? Again, this is what happens because so many of our people got this system. We do this thing that's not intelligent. There's a difference between intelligence and or ignorance and stupidity. Anybody? What's the difference between stupidity and ignorance?
Ignorance is when you just don't know. You haven't been brought into the light.
Say it again, Queen. Say it now. Because he's a video. I want people to hear it because they don't believe me when I tell them.
Ignorance is when you don't know and you have not come into the knowledge of it.
And have not been what?
And have not been taught.
Taught. That's ignorant. So when we call somebody ignorant, we like that's an insult. We all ignorant to something. No one knows everything. There's not the most intelligent person on the planet don't know everything. The man that over Colgate put the toothpaste in the tube, he don't know how this stuff goes. He hired people for that. And not only that, he can't fix a jet engine. The man that fixes a jet engine can't probably grow a garden. The man that's growing a garden probably can't do construction. We all ignorant to something. Now, what is stupidity?
When you're stupid, you know
And stupid is when you know the system, but you don't follow the instructions.
Now, let me hear it again. Hold on, because I don't want everybody to always see it from me, because sometimes they're like, oh, that brother else is rough, man. He's militant. I was called militant when I first moved to that.
not to do.
Yeah, so I was a militant guy. You a little John Wiley Price. You a militant brother. I said, why? Because I'm pro-black. He said, man, you too rough. You got to ease up some, man. You can't be putting black on paper. All right, you can't write down the word black. You can help black folks, but don't put it on paper. That's one of the reasons why we didn't call it the Black Nation. We actually didn't call it Brown Nation. So I don't want to bring all of that. So it said, Tucker, you cannot put that down in print because you're going to get in trouble for putting down the word black and talk about our people. You can talk about and help black folks, but don't tell them you help black folks. We're so scared of white folks, we won't even mention that we're trying to help black folks. You walk up to some black people, man, you racist. You trying to help black folks. Talking, man, this ain't white people. It's not Asian, it's not Hispanic. These are black people I'm running to. Why are you trying to help black folks? Well, we're not helping. She's looking at me like, what? I hear that all the time. I hear people all the time. I ask business on them. I said, look, these are the 4 groups we have. And you can go to our website. I preach it all the time. We don't take in all business owners. We have 2 ways to get in. One is our vision for our membership. And use this line. The membership, and then the other line is for our sponsor. Let me tell you how we separate those. So when you see membership on our website, it means all people. That's all it means is people. Everybody come in and get a membership. It doesn't matter if you're a business owner, you still get a membership. And you know what they say in this country for the law? It's in the system now. Make sure we stay with the system. The system is you cannot exclude anybody because of race, creed, religion, or anything of that nature if you have a membership in an organization or a company. I don't care who you're doing, even if you were to claim, you could exclude a black person from being a member because of his race. Now, I don't know if you want to do it anyway, but I'm just saying the law says the claim cannot exclude you if you're black. We can exclude white people because we are pro-black. So blacks, whites, Asian, Hispanic, whatever want to stand up, can. But I let you know going in because it is pro-black company. I can still tell them what we're doing. So if they want to join, and I'm going to tell you why that's not a problem. There's a lot of white folks that have been helping black people for years. So don't get this crooked and get it twisted. We didn't help ourselves all the time. A lot of white people have been helping us for years. That's why I don't hate white people, because a lot of white people do more for us than some of us.
Yeah.
Now get that twisted. So I don't have a problem with color. I got a problem with racism and stupidity. Now, what we already put it up, anybody can be a member. This is the side of sponsorship. Now, here's the difference in the sponsorship. It's not the black business owner, it's the black owned company. Just because you own a business, you are not a sponsor. Your company is a sponsor. Make sure you understand, I want to keep those separate because of the law in that system that I got to play by. I don't play by all the rules, but the legal ones I have to. So by the system, I can't exclude whites, Asians, and Hispanics from membership. That's why I call it a sponsorship. I can exchange if I want for sponsorship. There's no law in the books that says I have to take your money because you want to support me. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. There's no law in the legal book that I have to take your money to support me as a sponsor. That's why we call it a sponsorship. Because I have the right to exclude you. Because I don't need an explanation. I don't care, I don't like you, I don't know you, it doesn't matter. White, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can tell you your favor. We don't use white companies. And that's true. I don't do, I try to do nothing like white on people. Well, we got our own t-shirts. I'm not trying to wear their name. That's why all the stuff you see, a lot of it comes from our black business owners. Why? I'm not trying to get them any more of our money. How many people right now know how much money? Now, all of us at 45 million, you know, that our children, the babies, the infants, you know, the elderly. But out of that 45 million, how much money we spend every year as black people in this country?
Trillions of dollars.
I can't use broadband. I need something. Give me something. I'm sorry, Queen. That's somebody call somebody baby, somebody like, what the hell I need? Queen. I'm telling you now, you gotta be careful when you, especially when you're talking to our sisters, man. I love y'all, but y'all know, y'all can be tricky sometimes. My mom brought 5 boys up when my dad and mom got divorced. She brought up 5. So I respect women all the time. Matter of fact, most of my people that's on our staff was women. Why? Because women do more for our race than black men. Why? Because of the system is in place to actually kill off the black men first. You kill off the black man, you got no black family. So I don't ever disrespect women. That's why I let her call me a queen. So don't get disrespected and tell your husband, if I call you and I say, hey, Queen, and he hear you in the background, I say, he just called everybody Queen, but don't get offended about that. He called everybody Queen. It ain't me. Matter of fact, you look at it, and if you don't believe, say, look, I can pull up that video from last video. People calling everybody King and Queen. It ain't me. Okay, I respect it. Here's the thing that look, how much money are 45 million black people in this country alone, not worldwide, it's just in this country. How much we spend on goods and services every year for the last 5 years?
Is it black owned now?
No, not even close. We'll get to that in a few minutes. How much we spend overall on goods and services as black people?
About 40 billion.
How much?
40 billion.
Not even close. Not even close. Anybody else? You give me a terrible deal that don't. Out of 45 million black people, how much money we spend on goods and services every year? This is not hard to find out. It's actually, while we out here playing games on our phone and walk around listening to videos and, ooh, TikTok. I can't believe that sister doing it. Well, when we're spending our time doing that crap, we're going to be doing some research. I learn new things almost every day about going online and seeing what other people are doing. I do research on what's going on with the banking system, what's going on with the judicial system. I hate calling it judicial system because it ain't justice. If you already, everybody know Richard Pryor. I remember that time when the thing to be when I was a little boy, I was used to sneak and listen to it. But he said all the time, you go down there and look at the justice, you find just what?
Just us.
Just us. Richard Pryor was one of my favorite. He used to say the N-word all the time. He went to Africa, he said, man, I can never say that again. When I went to that city motherline, I will never call another black person the N-word again. Because he got what? Educated on the demeanor of the word. And he never wanted to say it again. So while you're putting out this phone, your children put out this phone, and y'all doing all the game, Candyland, and all the other stuff, and they making $1 billion off you all spending a nickel every time you spend a dime here, a dollar there. You know that stuff adds up to billions of dollars. They got even cryptocurrency deals that actually make money off of you all just spending money off of, well, it's only 5 cents. Yeah, but you get 40, 50, 100 million people doing that, and it adds up every day. You want to do some research, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, since nobody else said it, let me say, what is the number?
It's 835 billion.
Not close.
Because
I know, they lying. That's not close.
Behind other groups, black consumers spent 9.4 billion,
Not close.
1.6 trillion.
Ding! There you go. We up to 1.5 to 1.7. Make sure y'all understand the number, because it's important for you to understand numbers. If you're going to ever build a deal that's going to fight off a system that's put in place to actually keep us deprived and always looking for home. I hate that because it's good, but it's not in the city. 1.5 to 1.7 trillion dollars a year. And you know what? There's not a close second. What's the percentage of black people that live in this country? Just percentage. 14%. 14%. Hispanics had already passed this ballot. I think they're up to like 16, 18%. You know, they estimate to be around about 20-something in the next year or so. We have 14%. We spend more money than any race on goods and services in this country. And we make the least of almost every one of them. We spend money we don't have. Call things called credit card and whatever else we get on loan stuff. We know we don't have that money. We'll be paying for that gift, that critical gift 10 years from now. I just talked to one of my family members, and she didn't know that she took money out of a credit card, cash advancement. Anybody think that's a good idea? She took money out of a credit card, elderly lady, took money out of a credit card, that's told her it was a good idea. Took money out of the credit card, and she's been paying off that credit card plus the cash advancement fee for over 2 years. And that cash advancement has been paid. But that interest fee just keep on going. And then I called the credit card up, because she said, I want you to be on the phone and talk to her, because I help out sometimes. She said, Derek, I didn't know that. I said, I understand it, but you need to call me before you do these things. I keep telling you. I ain't trying to run your life, but you call me, and every time you call me, not every time, but when you call me for stuff like this, you already know what's wrong before you do it. Why you do that? She called me up, and she was really mad. She said, I don't understand why these fees keep going up. Because they're charging you 2 fees. They're charging you the regular interest bill and the cash advancement deal. System. No getting for that kind of stuff. So she took out her money to pay to help somebody in the family. Because that's what she does. She's one of those real nice things. Help somebody in the family get the cash advancement and give it to somebody because they were doing something, the children needed money. She had paid that money off almost 4 or 5 times already in 2 years. And still paying for it. You got to understand the game, don't lose. We spend $1.5 to $1.7 trillion a year. Don't ever tell me you don't have enough. Because the figures say that's a lot. Okay, so let's make sure we got the numbers here. 45 million total, spend 1.5 to 1.7 trillion. Name me a business right now, if you put 1.5 to 1.7 trillion into it, it won't be successful financially. Any black business. Let's narrow it down with any business. Any black company you know right now, we will give you right now, you start a business. You know what? Come see me at the office. I got 1.5 waiting on. Would you be financially okay? Now, I'm not talking about the other stuff you need to have. You need to know, make sure you got the business plan and your corporate staff. I'm just saying from a money standpoint, would you be okay? Could you start a business at 1.5? Could you start a business at 1.5? Could you start a business at 1.5? So every time somebody tell you that, I would want to start something, but we ain't got the money, say, you lying or you don't know. You have not been educated. We have the money. So you take that completely out of here. So anytime somebody says you don't have the money, and you say we don't have the money to do that, stop right there and say, you know what? With the talk said that's a lot, you prove by the numbers. 1.5 to 1.7 trillion dollars a year. Now, remember, we had in Dallas Fort Worth, so we're going to narrow it down from 45. We got 1 million black people here. How many of you you all right now consider yourself pro-black? Raise your hand. When I say pro-black, I don't mean no negative anything else. Remember, that's why remember, again, it's not a bit of me, so y'all had to have your steel-toe shoes on, but I make sure I laid that roll out real nice. Being real professional and being as light as I can. How many of you all actually shop black businesses? Now, show of hands. It's not a negative thing, it's just, I just like to know. Now, show of hands, how many of you all are pro-black? First, we get that one. Pro-black means you actually support and love black people and black people. It's not a negative anything. Pro-black, that means that you are for something. You positive. You want to be successful. That's pro. You are for it. Against is the opposite of pro. You got to take my word for it. Look this stuff up. You got a phone. That was, you know, y'all, your TikToks and all that stuff you're doing. Do some, you know, let's do some intelligent things. We got a tool that uses our best advantage. Pro-black means you're for black folks. If you're opposite of that, you're against black people. You don't mean negative anything. It's a shame that black people have to say that. When I go and tell people I'm pro-black, they say, oh, man, you must hate white folks. If I'm pro-Hispanic, I'm pro-Asian, I'm never negative to anybody else. They only say it when black people say it. Because they fear more than every other race in this country. They always fear us. They always will. Because they know almost everything you have, almost everything you have, everything that was basically created, everything that almost was invented in this country was invented by who? If you don't believe me, look it up. I did this research when I was a child. I wanted to be a business owner when I was in the 5th grade. I started studying black people when I was in the 5th grade. My mom bought me our family black encyclopedias back in the day. We don't have it anymore. It was actual books. I understand we don't use books anymore. It was actual books called a set of the black encyclopedias. Our mom bought it, and I studied black people since I was a child. That's why I'm great at what I do, because I do research. We are one of the most educated, intelligent races in the country. But we believe in the system because they tell us we're the dumbest, stupid, foolish, lazy people in the world. How many slaves you know that was lazy? Anybody by short hand? Does the word even go together? Slave and lazy. Can you put those two together? Jim was a lazy slave. I love Jim, but he was the laziest slave I had. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Over all the stories, the books, even when they were lying and putting all kind of stuff on TV. Did you ever hear him say, well, man, I'm going to have to get rid of what you call him. He's a lazy slave. But they got the nerve to say black people are lazy. When? Almost everything that was invented by black people. You couldn't even eat if it wasn't for black people. You couldn't go to the toilet if it wasn't for black people. You couldn't play golf if it wasn't for black people. You wouldn't even have ice cream if it wasn't for black people. You wouldn't have refrigeration. That's why I said you couldn't eat. You wouldn't have refrigeration if it wasn't for black people. Transportation if it wasn't for black people. Telecommunication if it wasn't for black people. That little potato chips you like if it wasn't for black people. Stop letting people tell you that black people are some of the dumbest, stupid, and laziest people on the planet when this whole country was built by black people as a whole. See when I tell you about facts and figures? When the stuff don't add up, you shouldn't look bad and do 2 plus 2. If the figures don't add up, hold on, Bob. When did we become lazy? Well, they're doing an after slavery. When did we become lazy? Those universities and colleges, those buildings were created by black people. When we become lazy, when the road that we use right now is created by black people, it's simple. When we become lazy, when we engineered and actually made the light even better because they like to give the white man all the credit for inventing the white light. Who all know who invented the light bulb? Who invented the light bulb? Who? Who invented, what's the one that got the credit for the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Who?
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Every time you open that book, that system is working. They said Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Thomas Edison had a light that he had that wouldn't even work. Wouldn't work for over a day. Wouldn't work for 24 hours. It would burn out because of the what?
The filament that made it light up with black man.
His name is what?
I forgot his name.
Littimer.
Little.
He had to sue him. Washington, Thomas Edison, the Bell, the Ford, they were famous for one major thing. What was that? If you can tell me right now, I give you a free travel reward package. I know you're gonna put some on that for a gift, for draft. I give you a free travel vacation package right now, and a free Rhinos Nation membership right now. If you can tell me right now.
Tell you what,
What?
What was the question again?
Y'all not even paying attention to this.
Yeah, you said, what are they, known for? Ford?
okay.
You said
Ford, Mr. Bell, Thomas Edison Bell, and the other white, those white inventor. What are they known for? Realistically, not what they put in the system now. What are they known for?
I want to say distribution.
No. Anybody else? They're supposed to be great inventors. They were superstars. They was taught out books, and these were the greatest thinking white people on the planet. They gave us light. They gave us cars. They invented the car system. They were known for stealing patents. 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 You have to get a patent for an invention. They were known for stealing patents. Thomas Edison barely created a light. He had a light that wouldn't even work. Until Lattimore came in and said, man, here's the problem, dummy. Putting it in there. You need this because it won't work for 24 hours. Look, how can you use a light if you once you put it in there, it burns out? It's like, oh man, you get a kite. All of a sudden now we got electricity. And we believe that nonsense. Get out there right now and fly a kite. Let's see how many of y'all create electricity. And we believe that. Why? Because it's in print in the book, part of the system. Ford created the car. Did Ford really create the car? What was Ford known for? Besides stealing patents. What did he really do when it came to cars? No, he didn't, but the black man did. Who was the black man that created the assembly line to help? Who was the black man that created the assembly line to help the Ford actually make the car work on the field so we can actually put it on the road? The black man created the assembly line. He just gave you part of the answer. Y'all don't know the black guy? If I help y'all out, y'all be okay. Peanuts.
George Washington Carver.
Bing! Yes. George Washington Carver. Not only that, because he was known, you like I always say he was known for peanuts. Because of the system. He was only known for peanuts. Please do research on that black man. One of the most ingenious black people, ingenious person ever on this planet. A lot of stuff we use right now because of him.
Yeah.
And he couldn't hardly talk. You know why he couldn't hardly talk? Because they cut off his juice.
Yeah, they castrated.
They castrated. Say it again, they did what?
Castrated.
They castrated. He talked like a little baby. When you listen to him, you're in the beat, you're like, oh, it wasn't because he was gay. They castrated that brother. And he was called the man for what? He was so ingenious, they castrated him. Don't tell me that we're the stupidest, laziest people on this planet when almost everything we have was invented, created, or made better by what? Black people. My sister looking it up. That's what you do. Don't trust nothing I tell you. Pull out your phone and no, that nigga, that stuff he's saying can't be true. That man didn't create the assembly line for the Ford Motor Company. Do you know, did Ford create the first vehicle? Was the first vehicle created by white man? No! The first vehicle was created by a black man. The first transportation we had in this country was done by a black man. But we want to give all the white folks credit. We don't need this. Again, pro-black, nothing against them, but I don't like stupidity and racism. Stupidity when you know better. What you said about stupidity, Queen? You all right over there? What did you say about stupidity and intelligence for the newcomers? Can you say it again? What's the difference between ignorance and stupidity? Ignorant is what?
Ignorance is when you have not come into the knowledge of it.
Say it loud. Come on, cause we want to hear it.
Ignorance is when you have not come into the knowledge of knowing.
To do better.
To do better. And
Have not been what?
you have not been taught.
Proper. Stupidity is what now, Queen?
Stupidity is when you know the system but will not follow the instructions.
You know better, you still do wrong. We out there with black clothes on, me and the queen and that brother. We out there with our black clothes on. We're in the middle of the highway, traffic is coming, we in there at night, and we run across the street just to see who can get hit. That's stupid. That's not ignorant, because we know better. We just being stupid. So when people say that guy, that sister was ignorant to something, I say, well, he's ignorant to everything. Everybody's ignorant to something, kid. I'm not opposing about being ignorant to something. I can't put an engine in a plane. Anybody ever put an engine in a plane and it actually work well? And we're ignorant to doing mechanical work on a plane engine. That don't make us bad. It just means that we're not properly trained to do that. We got to know the rules. Again, I want the Queen going out there with a tennis outfit on playing against the Baltimore Ravens defense in a professional football game. She's going to get killed the first play. The symptoms should tell her, don't do that. You got 0 shot. We finna learn. We finna get educated. Okay, so now we got the numbers. We got 45 million black people. We got 1.5, 1.7 trillion. We got 1 million in dollar forwards here. What I would like to do is look at the first sentence on it. Everybody get one of these. Let's go back to this again. This is why we're doing it, because we're going to be baby steps. At the first beginning, you see that. This will help to show you, this is the second sentence. This will help to show you what we can make improvements in support of our own. Test yourself. Even I said it earlier. Did anybody be trying to know all your business? I want you to be able to feel comfortable where you are when you say you're pro-black. Almost everybody here, when I say who's pro-black, one more time, everybody pro-black, then you for black people, not against anybody. If I show a hand, everybody pro-black. Now that's for your heart. That's good. I love that y'all really love black people. You know what I want to do now? I want to test you on this. Are you pro-black when it comes to your wife? That's where we make a difference. So while y'all here running and trying to elect people for office and whatever, are you electing them when you know what you do when you go to a business and spend money? You are actually supporting their company. You're supporting their children, you're supporting their education, you're supporting their education, you're supporting their community, you're supporting their lifestyle, you're supporting them actually buying houses and planes and the finest car. And you know what you're supporting with black people? Nothing. You're buying all the whites and stuff from white people. You can't support black folk from buying from Target, Walmart, and Zelle, and all the other white companies. Dealers, the whole 9 yards. So somebody see these tapes, ooh, he named all the white companies. All the folks from overseas when they come over here. Because you know what? They don't plant their businesses when they come from overseas in what? White community. You know why? They ain't gonna lie that now. Bob, we don't know where you can go. And you know what? You don't even have to tell them. They know before they get it. If you ever talk to people that come from overseas and ask them, what's the plan? Because they have plans. We as black folks don't have. They have plans. They know going in before they get here. What we gonna do? Those people that act on a lot of the hotels, they not black folks. They come from overseas, they already have a family of hotel owners. They actually have people come over here, they have a deal, they vote. They say, who's gonna get the hotel, put money up for that year, put the money up, and give them money to go, come to America, start their business, and then when they get up, say, you're gonna take some of the family members and train them how to run the hotel, and then we're gonna send them over, and they gonna learn. They're gonna put more money so they can go and start a hotel. And then they're gonna start another hotel, and another hotel. We over here trying to actually do all we can, spend as much money we can, and then bring our pocketbooks out purse and I say, baby, I just went and bought this purse. Cost me $5,000. We go and beat it around and show everybody, and then we got $100 to put in it, but we got a $5,000 bag we're gonna pay for the next 20 years on credit. And we not ignorant, we what? Stupid. That makes no sense. You can't wait to put the best white people on our back, or on our shirt, or on our pants, or on our jewelry, or on our pocketbooks and our purses. Man, I went and got a Gucci, I went and got a Louis Vuitton, I got a what? And you bragging about that stuff. And them folks hate you. They ain't putting money in the black community. If they do like a penny or a dime at a time, yeah, good. But you know what? We don't need them because we spend this. We just proved that 1.5 trillion is enough to start any, is any black business in here that can't get started by giving 1.5, they had 1.5 trillion right now. All the black people got together, and we, all from you, we gave you 1.5 trillion. Anybody here can't financially run a business at 1.5 trillion? At 1.5 trillion, can you not run a business? It would take more than 1.5 trillion to start your business. I just want to make sure, because they all keep saying you don't have enough money. Okay, well, these are facts. All right, this is a fact. Fact. And this is definitely a fact. We black. When I say African American, what are they going to call it? Yes, sir.
I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
I know how you talk about, in my mind, yes, in my works, pro-black, yet and still there's a questionable part of my brain consistent, because I look at so many black people I know for sure that I've invested into,
Okay.
but I don't see them ever try to even invest back in our people.
Okay.
But yet and still they got a big, they got this, they got that. But
talking
it's
about
other
hate.
races, they will, some other races, they have invested back.
Did I just say that earlier though? Wait a minute, hold on. Did I just say that earlier?
And
All white people know what? Bad.
Right.
All black people know what? Good. We started that early. So just because you go in and put money in the black company, that don't mean they're going to do right by you. I didn't say that we have done that part.
And I'm trying to figure out how to work, because if I see that,
Okay.
I'm going to come to you straight direct.
Then you got to figure out.
When you start, it's like the organization,
Okay.
I got you in my car.
No, I get
I
it.
get you. Wait, the thing is like that, whatever. I try to get people to invest in us, because I want to know people that will invest back into black.
So you lead by example.
Try.
Fantastic.
Do my
Okay,
best.
no.
I'm trying to do my
No,
best.
no, stop saying try. Stop saying try.
That's what I say, do my best.
Either you do it or you don't. We all fail at something. We all ignorant to something. Either you do it or you don't. If you fail, get up and try. Get up and work at it again. Try, anybody can try. I can try all day long to fly, just jumping off a roof, but it ain't gonna work because it's a stupid deal to do. But just because I tried, don't mean it's gonna be successful. And you know, another word I can't stand is gold. You know what white companies use all the time in their system? Now, how many of you all had contract with white corporations or government? Anybody show of hands?
So you think
Contract. Anybody had a contract with any white corporation or government agency?
had a contract?
Had a contract or have one now?
Right.
Okay, they have a thing called gold. If you haven't heard that, it's a goal. Everybody knows what a goal is. When you do a sport, there's a football goal. You know what the kicker try to do? He try to keep field goal. That's his number one job. If the kick off and do what? Kick field goal. That's what he do. Now, if you can't make it from 5 yards, and the game is on the line, I'll put him at the 50-yard line, is he have a shot to make, but he never made the one from 5 yards, which was close. Does that seem reasonable? Does that seem intelligent? This is what the white system is. Mr. Tucker, I've gone to enough of these meetings here in Austin, Texas, where they do a lot of legislation there. He said, well, we got to go, Mr. Tucker, or black people, we got to go 20% this year. And black folks being there like this, woo, that's good, wow. I said, well, they impressed with it. They said, wow, why is they not impressed? Tucker, you're so negative, you're always pro-black, always militant. I said, hold on, before you get excited. Let's add Bob. I think it was. Let's add Bob he said 20% was the goal. Let's add Bob what was the goal last year. So you have the right question. You can actually put some light on the stupidity of laws. What was the goal last year for the white corporation or the government agency? Well, we did 3% last year. That was the goal. Okay, so why did they move to 20%? Y'all exceed the goal? Well, Mr. Tucker, I'll get to you. No. Don't get to me later. Then all the black folks up, you the one brought this up, you open that can of worms. See, this is what I was known for being militant, because I brought intelligence to the group instead of with the smoke and mirror they try to feed you to the system. If you didn't do 3%, why are you moving to go from 3% to 20%? If you ever go to a contract, they're going to tell you go. They're never going to tell you this is what we're doing. They're never going to say, well, we did X, Y, Z. Why? Because they know the numbers won't add up. It won't be therefore it makes it seem like you can get a contract. They said goal. That means you got an expectation. If I can't keep a 5-yard field goal, why in the world would the coach put me back at the 50-yard line, keep 150 yard, if I can't make it from 5? Because it just looks good, but they're stupid. So the government said, well, we ain't doing 5%, we're not doing 3%. Well, then what are the real numbers? What did you do? That's when you go to those meetings, and y'all can probably go to them. Ask what the real numbers. You know those real numbers in the government agency about 5 years ago when I was actually doing some things in Texas? A lot of government agencies were doing less than 1% of the contract with black agencies. And they were doing billions of dollars in contracts. When I was in DFW Airport area, when I lived there, I was one of the only few black that had contract with DFW International Airport, Texas Instrument, Human Resources, Texas Human Resources down in Houston, World Cup. Because why? Not that I was smaller than the rest of the black folks, because I actually knew the need. What I mean by that, I challenged white folks, and I always made sure we had the best black people that came in. And we did work, we did everything we were supposed to do. And more. We were great at what we did. But I didn't just take it off and just get money. They couldn't just give me money, and I smiled at them. I always brought other black people with me. So I was actually leading up to this before I got here. Anybody know a guy named Bullet Bob Hayes? Y'all should, because Bullet Bob Hayes. Anybody can tell me who was Bullet Bob Hayes? Was one of the fastest person or people on the planet.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
For the who?
Dallas Cowboys.
For the Dallas Cowboys. He played wide receiver. He was the fastest man on the planet at the time. His wife, Miss Artemis Hayes, was actually working as a minority department in World Cup. World Cup is what? The largest sporting event in the world. It's soccer. Don't get twisted on football and basketball and baseball. It's not the largest. This thing that we do now with the Olympics, that's soccer. They do every 2 years called World Cup. They came to Dallas a few years ago, and black people wanted to protest because they wanted to get into black contracts. I ended up getting a black contract. Now I got 2 black contracts, or I got 2 contracts as a black person. I went in and brought other black people in. So I had about 20-some black people got in and got contracts coming. You know how many people told me thank you? I was 22.
2.
That's how I started my marketing. Because the lady, Miss Artemis Hayes, she said, Tucker, son, you start calling me play son. She said, what you did was great, but what you're doing is stupid. I said, what is this? She said, you expecting people to tell you thank you, but they don't appreciate it. You brought them down here, they didn't even get in contact. They didn't even know how to get in the door. You brought them down here, they get ready to protest. Instead of protest, you brought them down here and gave them contract. Until you tell them thank you. If them tell you thank you, you get paid. That's your thank you. That's how I started my marketing. Because I used to do this for free. Now I do it for free. I charge. But marketing consulting is part of who I am and what I do for us, but I put the revelation together. It is about us and us as a system. We're about bringing in sponsors, black business owners. If you're a black business owner, you got a program in place to help you run your business more efficiently. I've already proven you got the numbers. I'm 1.5. Don't tell me you don't have the numbers. I already proven that black folks are not the stupidest, dumbest, lazy people on the planet. I already proven that. I already proven that we're fighting against the system. It's 45 million. These are numbers that's actually in the system. Now that we know the truth, let's work to make sure we understand the game. Now that we understand the game, let's make sure we win. Let's win. Are we for winning? Let's win. Okay, see what we're doing. For all you people that want to start a business, we have enough black people. Yes, ma'am.
I apologize, I have been shown all the information you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
give us. It's been very informative. However, I have to go, and I think I gotta leave. But can I leave you my card?
Yes, now wait a second before you leave. I'm doing a special tonight. When I leave, special needs people. Say it again. I'm doing a special. I was doing this all weekend. This was my last week. When I leave, the special needs people. For those that are looking to sign up their business, our annual sponsorship, again, we already got this. Membership of the people, that's $100 a year. I'm doing a special on that as well. I'm only going to do it for $25 if you actually get some RNC. You get some RNC, I give you 25 because I want you to actually have ownership that we have in our coin. Our coin started November the 9th at 6 cents on the dollar. I mean 6 cents on the coin. They'll tell you about it. 6 cents on the coin, it went up, it's all the way up to 35 cents right now. The cryptocurrency is blowing up all over the world. Not just in the United States, in the world. They got a company, organization called BRIC. Today, actually, a lot of countries got together and formed, they get ready to get rid of the U.S. currency. I'm going to give you a real quick. This thing right here, they finna exclude and get rid of it 100%. It will be gone. You think I'm lying? They had a system in place a long time ago. We had one that was already got rid of. They did a trial and error. See, y'all think I'm up here just playing around. They already did a system, 20-year plan. They put a thing out called food stamp. Anybody remember those? Food stamp. Then you come in a booklet. When you had to tear it off, when you got to the cash register, they would rip it off. That was a paper currency. Y'all thought it was just one thing for black folks. No, most of the white people was on food stamp. It wasn't made for black people. It wasn't even made for the white people. It was a test room. So they did that, and then they got rid of the paper currency. Anybody now see food stamps right now? Anybody see any food stamp paper currency? When do you get your food stamp now? Say it again. It's called an EBT. You know what they did? They put it on electronic digital. So don't tell me they never get rid of paper currency. They already did the test run and it was successful. They say do the same thing now with cryptocurrency. The countries around the world say they get ready to get rid of it because one of them is because they don't like the United States. The United States has been supposed to get the money getting charged. That's why we got that $7 trillion we owe in debt all the time. We don't ever see that money. They ain't I don't know why they think they're going to see the money. The United States will never pay them for it. They can bill all the time they want. They talk about black people got bad credit. Go to the country with the United States credit is. We don't owe no $7 trillion in debt every year. So when they talk about bad black credit, man says, let me see the government's credit. It's worse than ours. So when I'm letting y'all know they get ready to get rid of cryptocurrency, get rid of U.S. currency and replace it with cryptocurrency. We now have our own. So I'm letting y'all know when I leave, so goes to special. Right now, the annual rate, annually, 1 year, annual rate for sponsorship for the black-owned businesses is $1,000 a year, which is great because it's less than $100 a month. Because what we give you for free is worth that walking in the door. Am I wrong, CW?
You're right.
Walking in the door, you'll be able to get over $20,000 worth of products and services and benefits the very first hour. Not the first month, not the first 6 months, not the first week, not the first day, the first hour. You get over $20,000 worth of benefits walking in the door, and that's just the start. So it's not always about their companies, it's about we creating a system to get rid of this system. So our system has to be strong, it has to be powerful. That's what we call the Rhinos nation. It's not the butterfly group. It ain't soft, it ain't fragile. You pick it up and you injure the butterfly wings and they can't fly. We don't have it. For all you people that's soft and scared, I'm gonna touch you and step on your toes. It ain't the butterfly group, it's the Rhino nation group. So I'm gonna step on some of your toes, but it's not to offend you, it's to get you where you are intelligent enough. You can go out there and not, as me to speak, when you speak on your own, you don't need me. You can say, we as black people, we are not lazy, we're not stupid. We don't do that all that dynamic stuff. We're some of the most intelligent people on the planet. We spend more money than anybody in the United States, 1.5 trillion. I'll get that information. But what I'm saying, you're a business owner before I leave. Right now, I'm doing a $250 special.
Yes.
Say it again.
$250
$250 for the year. That's a $750 savings. When I leave, it leaves. If you got more than one business, and please we don't do that shade tree mechanics. What is shade tree mechanics? What is shade tree mechanics? You the prince of what?
I was going to say the jack of all trades.
Jack of all what?
Jack
Trade.
of all trades.
But you're the king of what?
Master.
No. So you can't come and say, well, Tucker, how many companies do you have? Well, Tucker, I got a beauty salon, we repair cars, we sell baby clothes, we have a dog walking deal, we put it all under the same umbrella. We ain't doing it. Why? Because black folks really don't even buy the fact. And here's the thing. Let's get back to the here, ladies. Real numbers. Okay, I let 1.5 trillion. How much of that right now goes to white-owned companies? That's part A of the police. And how much of that goes to, well, let me say white and others. how much on this side goes to black businesses? Anybody? Anybody? But one of them, matter of fact, we got a basket over there, we got two of them over there for gifts. I need that basket right now, you can tell me the number. How much of the percentage right now goes we spend? That 1.5, because this is what we're doing now. Remember, that's out of the 45 million black people. We ain't saying white people spending. This is black, this is us. We're spending this as a whole, 1.5, 1.7 trillion. How much of that we spending with the white and the other countries, and how much we spending with black?
95 cents. 95
percent blacks.
Wrong. Who else? No, I'm not trying to embarrass you, I'm just trying to move along, I'll take up too much of your time. How much? 1 trillion? Hold on. I'm sorry, stop. By show of hands, let me just figure out because I want to always be professional and courteous to every respect. Queen first.
I'm asking, I mean, was you saying how much money we spend?
How much money do black people out of the 1.5 to 1.7 trillion on the percentage, how much of that we spending with the whites and other companies, and how much of that's going to the black owned business?
So how much going to the white people?
How much going to the whites and everybody else?
I'm going to say about 90%.
You guessing? Anybody know?
No, I don't.
Anybody did research? Anybody have facts? So if you stop guessing, okay, you don't get that prize, but I put that in the drawer. Right now, the 1.5 trillion white people and others, 99.99%. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the percentage on it. 99.99%. Y'all spend what? We spend with these other folks. And out of the numbers of 100%, now y'all can do basic math. So out of 100%, what does that mean to everybody? Less than
1%.
Less than 1%. We spend less than 1% of our money, of the 1.5, 1.7 trillion, with black people. And then we get upset that our black communities are failing. Anybody heard this thing when we was growing up? When you get a checking account, you don't put the money in. Sooner or later, if you don't put the money in, you keep taking money out, what does it do? Balance. If you take the money out of the black community, you keep taking it out of the black community, you keep putting it over here, but you don't put the money over here, what happens to the black community? Gentrification. Abandoned buildings. Children. Starved. Homelessness. That's the black community. They sell alcohol and tobacco. You know, what they call it? They put in our food a lot now. Fructose corn syrup. Cause you know that's the healthy for us. Fructose corn syrup real good for you. But stop eating that mess. It'll kill you. But almost everything you eat right now, we got fructose corn syrup in it. And where they put those in, the convenience stores and whatever in our black community. That's why we don't understand the system. We gotta do better. We can spend more than 1.5. Please, what do you think? Let's get to go. Look on the first part of this. I did an example as a sample. You see on that, I did this as an example. The floors, I put down all floors occasionally, we need 100%. Why? Because I got it separated. We got a black company, or it was black or white. We got what the percentage of money was spent in that category. We got money spent by the business that's estimated in 1 year. So I put down the first one, I put down all a black forest company. You'll see that yes, in parentheses, 100%, $200 a year. You got Trophy Award, which is a black owned company on our team. When I did trophies, I gave it to people and whatever. It was 100% that was black owned business, $900 a year. The food, I broke that down because I want y'all, when y'all go to that next building, you're going to do this for yourself. So I put down food, I put down groceries. No black groceries, because we only have now, I think it's 2 black grocery stores in the entire United States now. We used to have over 25. They actually went out of business completely, and they got people, and they got 2 of them supposed to start over, like I think the last 5 years. 2 black restaurants, 2 black grocery stores with 45 million black people. Why in the world if we don't have a black grocery store right here in Dallas? You got 1 million black people. You don't even need 1% of black people to actually support them from 1 million black people. 1% of 1 million 10,000. 10,000 black people shop at the grocery store. Would that make, anybody right now can use 10,000 customers on a regular basis every week? Would that be enough to actually have be successful? Anybody need more than 10,000? Then what are we doing, people? Why we can't get more than 1%? If we just do 1%, that's why I tell you 11%. You think I'm lying when I say less than 1%. You're like, it can't be less than 1%. Okay, so go on there. So that's my example in front. Go to the next sheet real quick. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. But I want you to see, because I want you to do this test for yourself. You'll see on my test, with the example I put on that, I actually got a B grade. You'll go on there, you see where it says, well, what is your Rhinos Nation net buying grade? I created this system. So you will be able to do what? You will know what you're doing for real instead of through your heart. We all raise our hands and say we pro-black. And we want to see if you're really financially pro-black. So you're going to grade yourself. You're going to grade yourself. Take your grade and you're going to go home and see if you can do better. If you do better, we do better. All right? So I got a B because I had what? I spent $14,320 on what? Black-owned business. I spent $10,680 on other business. It came to a total of $25,000. Black-owned business over 57%. Other companies over 42%. That is a B. You'll see the grade is what? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can come on there when you do your test, if you get over 70% above, you get an A. Give it a simple A. If you get over 50 to 69%, you get a B. 40 to 49, a C. 30 to 39, a D. And yes, I graded on the curve. I guarantee you cannot go to school right now and say you made a 7 and you got an 8. I had to grade on the curve, but they put us in a system that we lose. I couldn't grade where you had to have a 95. We're doing less than 1%. I know right now there's nobody doing 99%. Anybody right now? Right now here, they're doing spending 90% of their money going to black on business. Anybody right now spending more than 90% of business? I want you to understand these things right now real quick before we go out of here. Food, utilities,
Mortgage.
Cable, food, utilities, car notes, cable, mortgages, rent. Okay? Those things more likely going to almost 100% to white people. If you're doing food, we're talking about grocery stores. Alright? So now, let's think about the things you can spend your money on with black people. Clothes, toys, education systems. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't do anything with cosmetics. And while I got one cosmetics because to bring y'all free cosmetics. Why? We spend several $billions a year. We spend more money than anybody already. We told you that. We spend over several $1 billion in cosmetics alone, especially black females. Lord knows, I don't know how y'all do it. The hair alone drive me crazy. Y'all pay more for a hair than a condo. A condo don't cost as much as you do to get a hair. And then y'all had a decent. I remember when I was a little boy, I just go to the salon with mom. They want to sell a hair time. When she go to the salon, y'all do some. Again, remember there's a difference between stupidity and ignorance. All right, y'all actually call them, go to the beauty salon, and know before you get there now. If I'm lying, stop me. Because he was doing when I was a little boy, and I'm 61. My mom would go to the beauty salon with my three sisters. And before we got there, we already know you were going to do what when you first get to the girl. What do you do when you first get to the salon after you check in? What's the first thing you do for at least 30 minutes to an hour? You sit and wait. But you better go in advance so you can sit and wait. And then it's going to take you 30 minutes to an hour to even get to you. And then you're going to spend another hour or two to even do your house. You just put 3 hours together to save money for something that costs you up more than a condo. And you do this twice a month. And then y'all say, well, I will spend more money on my child or my house or get my business started. or I want to start a business, but I don't have the money to do it. $250. Is that, I'm asking y'all as a gentleman, is that the most you can do is $250 when you come to get your hair done? Is it $250? Is that the ceiling? Is that the top?
No.
Okay, hold on. I want to know, because we deal with what? Facts and figures, right, ladies and gentlemen? All right, so I just want to know where we are when I'm asking our black kings and queens what we doing.
All these ladies rich doing it.
I'm kidding. Hold on. Let me help you say it. Don't let me do that. That's a comment. I learned a long time ago, a black boy and a black man, there are certain conversations we never need. Ever. I don't care how bright you are, never win. You should play football in a tennis outfit. I'm just telling you, there's a war you will not win. I'm telling you now, don't do it. I learned the hard way. I had 4 girls, 4 females in my house when I was going to little boy. I learned real quick what not to do. Don't do that. Get out there and cosmetic and things with people. I'm doing it from a number standpoint. Here's the numbers right here. It's $1,000 a year. Do you spend more than that on your hair in a year? How much right now? What's the going rate right now? Female. What's the going rate estimate right now going to the beauty salon? How much y'all pay? Not you individually. So don't, I'm not trying to go about it. What's the going rate right now? I can say it, I'm a man, I'm not place.
Is a watch?
Give me a rough estimate, Queen. Don't get shot now. You give me all that earlier. Don't get scared now. I understand. That's why I'm scared.
You spend $1,000 a year.
You spend over $1,000 a year. I'm asking how much you spend on a month. How much you spend? No, I'm sorry. On an average, if you go to the beauty salon one time in your whole life, how much you going to spend? Is it going to be more than $250 as an average? Is it more than $250 an average? You go one time?
But it can be a lot higher.
Yeah, okay. So $250 is the average you spend one time. That's an average one time. Right? So if you go twice a month, that's $500. If you go a whole year, that's $6,000. I want y'all to understand why we're doing this. Don't feel bad. I ain't need to go out quick. I ain't doing it all. We go to the beauty shop too, get our hair cut. I cut my own. I've been doing this since I was a little boy, because we were poor. So we would go to the bar shop and we could afford it. We had to learn to cut our own house, so I got paid clips. I've been doing that for myself. Now, here's the thing. That's $250. It's a special. We run it tonight till I leave. That's what you can actually start a business and grow your business, so you can actually leave inheritance to your family and actually not be able to work for the what? System. For the system. Because as long as you got that job, you in the system. If you believe it or not, how much you making, you in the system. Because you don't control nothing that's wrong. When you go to that job, you better hope and pray that that white person on that building didn't have a bad day. You better hope and pray that they didn't have a fight with their wife and their husband. You better hope and pray that the car didn't break down. Or their child, they got to lose their children. Why? Because they got a thing where they can actually fire you for no reason. What they call their state. Or what? Can't hear you quick. At will state, meaning they can fire you and don't even need a reason to do it anymore. When you're part of the system. Start your own business when you're not part of the system. You can dictate how you want to, when you get up and when you go to bed and how many customers you want. If you don't like somebody, you got to deal with them. Know your numbers. So on your system, I'm going to go ahead and your grade and put in here because you all spend more money than we're asking right now for $250 right now for the whole year to start your business. This is to start your business. You can get more than that 10 times there when you first sign up off the benefits and the other thing that we have for you walking in the door. CW got that and more walking in the door. Everybody get that walking in the door. You got $1,000 regular rate. Why pay $1,000 when you can pay a fourth of that and still get the same thing? You only get that tonight. I drove over 400 miles to get here. I drove another almost 100 miles to get to Fort Worth last night. Then fighting through the traffic. Y'all know the traffic out there. You know, all you got to do is go outside to see it. It's traffic, and then another hour and 5 from her, driving from a place to drive back. Then I still got to drive back to Memphis. We're getting ready to build a satellite office here so you all can actually have Rhinos Nation here all the time. We're going to put a system here in place where we're going to be here where you can actually be able to operate and see black shop businesses and actually start having workshops and things with the children we come to, and we can actually be able to teach and educate them how to start their own business before they graduate out of high school and do it for them for free. Well, we need part of that 1.5, 1.7 trillion to go to more black business so we can do what? So we start balancing the city and balancing the checks. So if we don't do that, it takes what? Start giving those white folks and these others all their money and start putting some of their money over here in the black community. So that's why when we take their grades, they're still home. I create so we go in there and then look at it and say, okay, now flip it over because I want you, now over there you'll see real quick, your grade. I put your grade, not my grade, your grade. This is for you to take home, for you to do, because you have a realistic live test, like you say today, when you get up there and look in the mirror, sometimes you don't like what you see, this is going to be that mirror for a lot of time. Because you think you told back, you always your heart, not your water. You see on the first thing I want you to put down where you buying your food, how much of your money you're spending on food, well, on your utilities, on your clothes, telecommunications, your rent, your mortgage, your insurance, your cosmetics, your medicine, your child care. Some people, I can do some of y'all actually let old folks look over your children. I don't understand how that even works. Okay, your house bill. Right now, when you go home, I want you to look around your house and say, okay, now, in my house, when you get home, look at this. Stand back and look at your house. Okay, what in here that I bought is actually from a black-owned business? Don't say from a white company because you'll fall down and get there because there's so much of it. So it'll take you all day to put it out on this. I just want you to look at the black stuff and say, okay, what do I have in my house? Is I actually supported a black company that's in my house right now, part of that 1% that Mr. Tucker was talking about. Do I do more than 1%? Will do more than 2%? Or is all of my money going to your pocketbooks, your purses, your travel, your mortgage, your house, your rent of your car, your lawn care, who's doing your lawn? You know, one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in my life? Black church congregations would actually build a building, have almost 500 to 1,000 members in their church congregation, and there'd be a dominant black congregation, and none of them would do anything when it comes to construction of the black church congregation they build. And don't look at me like I'm strange because it's happening to a lot of churches all over the United States. I've done my research, ladies and gentlemen. I don't just talk off the top of my head. And I asked them, why are you not picking some of the black people in your church congregation? This is the first reason they tell me all the time, most of the time. They don't know you're black people in my church. Why not? Because it's not about business. I'm a religious person. But in the Bible, they got people selling stuff all the time. They talk about gold, silver. Go ahead. She's going to show you how to do that. 250 is going to be now, again, that's when I leave tonight. Go. You'll be able to do that on the Cash App or Zelle. She's going to give you information. But please, before you buy one of the sponsor or membership, if you do not fill out the form, it does not count. It was a gold trouble, please. It's a 2-minute form. You're going to tell them, and this is why I have to fill out the form. I cannot promote your business if you don't tell me what it is. I can't put down the wrong phone, the wrong email address, the wrong address, period. I can't put down what sale you're doing. It's wrong. Why? Because I can be sued if I type it in wrong. So you have to put in and fill out the form. Well, I can do what? Copy and paste it and put it on our website so people can find out who you are, where you're located, and how to find you. And what part of the service you see. This is what we're doing. And I apologize for taking too long. We got started a little late. Some things supposed to happen that didn't happen since we got here. It took us quite a while to set it up. I apologize for my part of it because we should have done better. But this is my first week back in years. I've been here in years, almost 15 years since I've been gone. You get ready to come back, I got people in place now, I don't have to be here all the time. But I'll be back and forth a lot to build this up. We're here to do two major things. One is a whole, to help black people and black businesses become more self-sufficient. Certain industries we don't touch. Alcohol, tobacco, firearm, title, drug paraphernalia, and tattoo companies. No religious organization companies. Why? Because we got too many people that actually praying and teaching on things that's not anywhere near, I think that's godly in my head. And I don't want to promote anything, so I treat it like an electrical fence. I'm a religious person, but I don't put my own religion in here as a business. I don't do it. We do everything we can to help our people grow and become more self-sufficient. The other thing is, there's 4 rules that we play by. And everybody as a member needs to pay attention to this. This is why it's important. Remember, comes to the system. Let's go back to the basics. In order to be a system, you can't have an individual. Lord forgive, he dies, he's got a great idea that goes with it. She died, great idea goes with it. He died, great idea goes with it. Queen died, great idea goes with it. I died, great idea goes with it. The white people are not putting individual people in place to actually keep us, lo and behold. They have a system. We are here talking about, ooh, that white person was bad. It ain't about them being white. It's about the system. Until we fight the system, we got no shot. You can't ask them to stop shooting little young black boys and black girls, but you pay them to do it. You used to talk, no, we don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Every time you go to no white stores, you pay them. Every time you go to no white banks, you pay them. Every time you buy stuff from them that's over there and not over here, you pay them. Who you think the police get their money from? They don't come and get it from us. They don't collect it. They don't come down our door and say, hey, I'm here for my weekly payment. They get it from the system that we pay every time we go to them white stores. If you think I'm lying, look at them, find out what the owners are doing. Every white corporation you look at, ask them, find out, do the research and see where they stay. Does any of them stay in a black community? And won't come anywhere near us. And matter of fact, even the poor white boys be able to get in their communities. You got a thing called gated community. You can't get there. Some of them stay on private islands. In order for us to win, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to close. In order for us to win, we have to understand we got to be smarter, be in a plan, we can assist in the work, and actually have the fortitude to get rid of the stupid stuff, the egos and the envy and the jealousy. Oh, I would buy something from this king, but I don't want him to do well because I'm doing bad, so I'm not going to help him because he's going to make some money. That's that mentality got us in the system. We should be overjoyed to help that young brother actually start his own business and support him if he's doing something possible that helps the community. Even if I don't buy the stuff, or I need the stuff, that don't mean I can't buy it. If he's selling winter cologne, I don't need it, but I got a mother, I got 4 sisters. I can buy it for them. So stop just being selfish and actually think about, if I support him, he'll get better, he's going to actually help support some other black people. He's going to help support some more black people. Same thing with the white corporation. Why we can't do that for us? We can't. That's what Rhinos is about. It's about us helping each other become better. We work as a team. It's Rhinos Nation, it's not the butterfly. So yeah, we're going to be a little more strong. But I don't need to fight that fight. I take on the fight when it comes to the white folks and others. I take on the fight when it comes to they thinking we racist. They do not want to debate with me. I used to go to them and do debates down in Austin a lot. And they said, one black guy that worked for the University of Texas, he said, Tucker, every time I see you come, I turn my chair. And he said on the panel, I said, why you turn your chair? He said, Tucker, because I know I can't answer the questions you ask, because I know if I ask you what they tell me how to do in the system, you're going to actually embarrass me right there on that stage. Why? Because I knew the numbers. And I know that in the system, they have to do it. Even if they black, they sit up there at the university or whatever, I don't care if they're government or whatever, if they snowing you or giving you smoking your tricks, it's no good. You know what we do? We want to stop the cop from shooting a lot of unarmed black people. Stop giving them this 1.5, 1.7 trillion dollars. You want to stop a lot of the jail from after being filled, what they call for profit prison? Stop giving them this 1.5, 1. So y'all think y'all saving money going to Walmart. You think you save money when you go to a white grocery store. Go to the mom and pop and man, I wanted to buy them chip, man. They $1.25. Man, them chips been $1.25 in the white company a long time ago. Anybody get penny cookies now? Everything when we were growing up. Right, on my last job, they had a thing called penny cookies.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
I guarantee you won't find a penny cookie. As a matter of fact, a cookie now costs you more than $1 just to get one cookie because you're $1. And we complain about shopping at black people. The reason we have financial problems, a lot of times when our private services are higher than that, the problem because we don't have 45 million of 1% of the shopping. They buy our book. So when you go into Walmart and all the other stuff, they buy our book. Why? Because there's millions of us going in there to shop with you. So they can buy the hats and the clothes and the pocketbooks and things at dirt cheap price because they buy that book. And then again, King? Paul actually sets up a store and he sells men's shirts and men's hats. And then we go in there and say, well, Paul, man, why this shirt? $5, $10. Man, that's my price. Why are we asking that? We don't go in here at Walmart why these prices are so and so. You see, Walmart go to black community because they don't want them in the white community because of the system. Because they do what? What does Walmart kill more than anything on the planet? Small mom and pop stores. That's why the white people, well, you can't hardly find a Walmart, and I want to be video. If I'm lying, they can come and get me. You can't hardly find a Walmart in a black community. They videotape you, y'all believe it. You can't hardly find a Walmart in a black community. I've been to some of the community when they bring a white company, a Walmart to a white community.
You mean white community?
A white community, you know the white folks there? No, not here, not here.
Yeah, they protest.
Why? Because they know it's going to kill their mom and pop shops in their community. And what happens when you do that? The whole community starts going down. Because if you haven't heard, the United States system is not built off the largest corporations in the world, it's built off of what? Small businesses run the country financially. And that's us when they start about it. They say 1.5 trillion. The closest one to us, one like that is Spanish, not even close. Cryptocurrency right now, anybody heard of Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency. Last time I checked, we did the number last night, CW, it was over $66,000 a coin. $66,000 a coin for a Bitcoin. The closest one to them is Ethereum. Ethereum was going at $3,000. So it's number 2, but it's not close. It's almost like Subway, I think it's number 2 now, but they're not close to McDonald's. They're number 2, but it ain't close. You understand what I'm saying? They can get this because we get them money. Let's stop with it. So right now, for the black businesses to get ready to want to start, this is the best time to get with us. Why? Not because of the $250. That's great. We got the $250. Special. But you know what you get walking in? Get the door prize. We're going to give you all that. Get the benefit. You're going to get all of those. But you know what you're going to get? You'll get training. We got business planners on our team. We got people that do business plans. We got people that do business tax. We got people that do financial. We got people that do grants. And that's not just for businesses, that's for even individuals. That's also for organizations. We got people that actually do corporate staff. That means your LLC or your C corporation, your S. We have the people on our team to help you start the business also. You don't be fumbling around trying to figure out. Somebody came in today and said, I was thinking about you starting a business up. This would be the best time to get in. Why? Because you don't have to try to figure it out on your own. We have a team. We got people who do advertising. CW does advertising for when you actually do some ads on this thing, not just with us. We got a graphic designer team, our company on our team. We have things in place and we even getting more. So you can start a business. And we stand in our workshops before they start at the end of next month. Well, now you pay for that, but you have to pay with our own currency. Again, use white people currency, you're going to spend more money. Let me say it again. Anything you do with validation and use them other folks' money, you're going to pay them. Why? Because y'all love giving them people your money anyway. So if you love giving it to them, then you're going to pay them to us. You can't treat us no worse than you're going to treat them. So if you're going to treat them like kings and queens, you're going to come and treat us that way as well. So if you pay them, you're going to pay us. You're going to pay us more. Because if you use our money, you get anywhere from 10 to 70% off shopping without black-owned business. Am I right or wrong about that, CW?
You're right.
10 to 70%. You got business, it's on the website. We got companies that come right on the website. And they don't just call me up and say, talk, I'm giving a 7% discount, and they shop not only with the membership, but they use our RNC, that's our coin. Rhinos Nation coin, RNC. Which developed by what? A black man. Not a white person. Because black people are just smart as anyone, no people.
We run out of time, bro.
Okay, so this is what we're doing. I appreciate you all for coming. We have regular meetings on Thursday evenings. We do that by Zoom conference call. You can always come in. Everybody's welcome to come in. We have our business forums on Saturday afternoons at 12 noon. It's wide open. We do a lot of education there. But when we do our workshops, it's different than our business forums. That's for people that's actually educated in that particular industry. It's going to be teaching you on that. But if you use our coin and we got 2 currencies. You can see them on our website. Use any of our currencies, you'll be able to get a discount rate where you can actually get the education and training specifically in that particular field. If you're thinking about starting a business, this would be the ideal time to do it. And we love startup businesses, and we love the youth. Anybody got any questions on anything we said tonight? I know there's a lot of it. I appreciate your patience, but I want to make sure y'all understand why I'm here. We're here because it's important for us to do something more than what we've been doing. Turning on our phone, doing TikTok and all that other stuff, it's a crap. They're trying to even upload that in the United States. You don't know they're trying to upload TikTok? Well, you know, system. Okay, that don't help us. You want somebody to ban shit, but anyway, how do you get it? Get with us. Our membership for the general public is $50. Right now, if you buy at least $50 worth of crypto with us tonight, I'll give it to you. The membership is $25. If you buy the cryptocurrency, if you buy over $100, I'll give you another $100 worth of RNC for free. I'll add it out of my own personal account. I bought a truckload. I'm one of the board members. I bought a truckload of it. See, CW got a lot of it, and I only got a truckload too, but I knew where it was going to go. Now, IT person said, Tucker, why are you starting at 6 cents? I said, why won't you? He said, because you can start at $1 to $5. You already got a little build up. You've been doing helping black folks for years. You got an orders already. You can start at $5. Everybody else, give all my black people an opportunity to get in first. And that's what we did. So black people like CW knew about it. We told them a 6 cent coin. We went up to 6 cents, now it's 35 cents. If you take it go to 50 cents to $1 by the summer, by the end of the summer, probably $5 by the end of the year. That means if you buy the coin right now for 35 cents, you get more than triple before we get to the end of the year. Why would you not be in a system that's actually growing when the U.S. currency is dropping down and trying to get rid of it? You don't have to trust me on that, just do research. Organization called Brent. All over the world, countries, not companies, countries are getting ready to absolutely get rid of 100% fiat dollars. They don't want nothing else to do with it. Any questions? Please see how Queen over here, we know because we got our shirts on. We have a lot of information. Our business cards got the information going there. Please, if you have any questions, it's easy to find me. My phone number is on that business card. Don't call me after 10 o'clock at night, please. Don't call me on the 6 o'clock, it's on the website. But if it's an emergency, it's fine. Don't call me on Sundays. I'm a biblical person, I like to rest and be biblical on Sundays. I be biblical all day, but that's the day I usually try to take time for the Lord and then I rest. It's an emergency call. If not, we have people in place. We got a special salesperson here. Every time y'all buy something from her, she get paid. I believe in paying off people. I don't have to volunteer. Because volunteers do what? They work when they want to work. You pay people, they work when you want to. I pay people. I pay CW. You get paid for it. I appreciate you all. I'm not trying to take it on any lotions or oil. That's for you all to walk in. Queen, you want to bring me that deal? I'm going to get these giveaways real quick. That box. Everybody get a ticket. Everybody get a ticket. Please take it real quick. Everybody get a ticket. Oh, no, I'm not doing it. I love you.
Where your tickets at?
You get a ticket? You get a ticket? Oh, I'll hold it. Go get a ticket. Anybody get a ticket? You're giving away gifts.